Good afternoon. Welcome back to Lonato in Italy. We had an exciting women's junior trio match for you earlier, and you're looking at the men junior trio final trio medal match, which is matches which are about to take place in a short time. We have 4 teams who qualified for the medal matches. The bronze medal match will go ahead first and is between Team Slovakia and Team Germany. I will introduce the finalists later when they come out onto the shooting field. The second gold medal match will be between Czech Republic and Team Croatia. The weather is slightly warming up. It's 23 degrees now, 21 degrees for the women's final. And my name is Elena Allen, and alongside me I have Alexander Ratner, the ESC president. And that's for those who doesn't know what ESC is, European Confederation, Shooting Confederation President. I will ask him a few things later as the final takes place. So this is the specification for the targets, guns and cartridges we use. So this is a trap event. Targets go up to 76 meters. We're using eco-friendly targets, 12 gauge shotguns and cartridges which are 24 grams with a margin for air of 0. plus 0.5 grams. This is a typical shotgun on your screen. Mostly shooters in Olympic discipline use 12 gauge, but I had teammates who used a 20 gauge. Not full on, I do have to say, because it is slightly harder to hit targets with a 20 gauge shotgun because you have less, I call them pellets, but I was told yesterday it's not correct. You have less shot in the cartridge to hit the target with, and certainly in trap you need as many targets, as much shot as you can on the target to break it. So the shotguns are all fitted to each athlete. They can have different weight, different barrel length, different stock length, shape of forend, and that's to suit different body types, shooting styles, personal preferences play a major part in this. Shooters also wear different colored lenses. Everyone's eyes are different. How you see the target is different. So in different light conditions, you may also want to have different colored lenses. But you can see for the same, it is slightly overcast, there's not that much sun, and you'll be able to see that we will have shooters with completely different range of lenses here, ranging from red to orange. So that's a personal preference again, because we're all different. And we even have one athlete who will not be wearing any glasses or lenses. The athletes are about to be introduced, so we will start, as I mentioned earlier, with the bronze medal match, which will be between Team Slovakia and Team Germany.
The team that in each stage will have the highest number of hits out of the total score of 15 targets gain 2 points. Team with lower result in that stage gains 0 1, and if teams are in equal score at that stage, they gain 1 point each. Each one will be accumulated because each stage will start.
If we look at the qualification today, and I will go a bit in more detail later on how this all worked. So Team Czech Republic qualified with 140 hits out of 150. They are in the top position going into the medal match. That's why they're in the gold medal match with Team Croatia. We did have to have a shoot-off, or we had a number of shoot-offs, which determined that Team Slovakia would be shooting off against Team Germany in the bronze medal match. So Team Croatia hit 134, so did Team Slovakia. So they had to shoot off, and obviously Croatia won because they're in the gold medal match. So Team Slovakia had to go into the bronze medal match against Team Germany, who were on 133 hits. Team Hungary were also on 133 hits, but they lost the shoot-off with 3 points to Team Germany's 5. And actually it was exactly the same shoot-off situation, or score, for the other shoot-off with Team Slovakia on 3 points to Team Croatia, or other hits, on 5 hits. So athletes are ready and waiting, but they've been just kept waiting a little bit just in front of me. They're all eager to go, no doubt. And good luck to our jury. Bodo Giske is in front of me. He's from Germany. So it'll be quite an exciting match for him to officiate. So I'll just quickly, while we're waiting, remind you that we had trap duet mixed team medal matches yesterday and trap individual finals 2 days ago. If you didn't manage to see any of those, you can watch a replay of these finals either on YouTube or by going to the ESC website and following the links there. So the finalists are now ready. Well, they were ready for a long time, but the referees and jury are now ready, and they're walking onto the shooting range to be introduced to those of you watching it at home, and to the supporters here at the shooting range in Concaverde. So the first team to be announced is Team Slovakia, who qualified for this bronze medal match. And they have Daniel Hruška, Michal Petrovic, Marko Mahila, shooting for the team.
So welcoming here today with our biggest applause this shooter group. And now, team number 4, representing Germany.
Team Germany are to be introduced next, and in their ranks they have Marius John, Pius Rosennecker, and Team Lucas Schmidt. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And the coach who is supporting them today is Uwe Möller. He's a lovely, funny chap. I do speak a little bit of German, so we had a little bit of a laugh earlier on. I was asking how to pronounce some of the names. He's been supporting both his junior women and junior men teams throughout the last few days. Doing an excellent job getting so many of his shooters into these finals. So the jury in charge that I mentioned earlier is Bodo Giske of Germany, and the referee in charge is Alfredo Delese from Italy. The coach for Team Slovakia is Mario Filipovic. I think our shooters will clear their shotguns first, because I didn't see them clearing them yet. And then we will kickstart this final, this bronze medal match. There's a teammate from Czech Republic waiting for her team to take part in the gold medal match. So let me just go over the scoring system that's going to be used here today. If you have watched our previous final today, or the duet mixed medal matches yesterday, actually the final has already started, then you will know that we're using a slightly different system to the ones used in your standard finals, if you like. So this system was used for the first time during the ESC Champions League last year in October in Osijek. I was there. It was very exciting to watch the competitions taking place with this new system. And we saw, for those of you who are here, it being used yesterday, and we're using it today in the trio matches. And the way it works, the scoring in each match will start with a 0, and each team will compete in a series of 5 target sequences. Each athlete from each team will shoot 5 targets, making a total of 15 targets for each team. After a series of 5 targets, the team with the highest number of hits out of a total score of 15 targets, because that's for the team, they will get 2 points. The team with a low amount of hits will get 0 points. If the scores are equal, or the amount of hit targets are equal for both teams, then each team will share 1 point. The first team to get to 6 points will be announced the winner. If no one gets to 6 points by the end of the 5 series of 5 targets, because we will only shoot 25 targets for each team member, and the score will be tied on 5-all. In this situation, the winning team will be decided by a shoot-off, which will follow the usual ISSF rules. Just to emphasize that the points for each of the series will be carried forward to the next series, but the scores, and that's number of hit targets in each of those series, will not. It will restart from 0 for each of the 5 target series. And the beauty of the system is that you can have a very poor series of 5 shots and you can still catch up, as long as you don't allow the other team to get past the 5 points. So you can have a poor start, poor middle section, and it doesn't matter. You can regroup and you can catch up. I mean, so far we've got 1 loss for each of the teams. So Team Slovakia on 1 miss and Team Germany on 1 miss. So it's head to head, although Team Germany have got to take the next 3 targets, because they are on 3. They've shot 3 targets each to Team Slovakia's 4 targets each. So at the moment, neck and neck. So during each series, the sequence of 15 targets of each team will be composed of 1 left, 1 right, and 1 straight target from each station. The targets shot by each team member from each station during 1 series will be random, and I presume it will be reset. We are using scheme 6 in these finals, the same scheme we used during the previous 2 days. So for those of you who've been here with us for the last 2 days, you will know this scheme fairly well by now. There are some challenging targets, but I suppose they're all challenging at this level. It's hard to hit with the pressure that these athletes are under. So Team Slovakia have 2 losses so far. They finished this series on 13 points, and it's all down to this last target. If Team Lucas Schmidt can hit this, Team Germany will take the 2 points. And he doesn't. And that's what pressure does to you. So as the teams were tied after the first series, the 2 points got split between them, and it's 1 point each. And we are on to the next series of targets. The shooting order will now be changed. It alternates between the 2 teams for each series. As Team Slovakia finished first, they will now go second, and Team Germany will start this series. I suppose in the medal matches, the team order is not as important because you alternate, but in a shoot-off situation, it will become important because the order will not change there, and the team placed highest will start the shoot-off first, if we ever get to that position. The coaching, we have a coaching timeout in these matches, so each coach or team official, whoever is sat on one of those chairs behind the athletes, can request a timeout for a maximum duration of 1 minute. And for those of you who don't know, that non-verbal coaching is also allowed during finals and competitions, but it has to be non-verbal. So the coach can only use hand gestures but not speak to the athlete unless they call the coach in timeout. So we also have this golden hit rule. So if at any stage of a medal match the winning team can be clearly established before the total number of targets in the match are completed, then the match will be stopped by the jury member in charge and golden hit will be declared. And that's something we saw earlier in the women junior trio match today. And I think it has actually happened over the last couple of days as well. I just can't exactly remember which matches this happened, but that was a hit. That's actually the target was whole, but there was a bit of a dust from the back end of it. So that's a hit. Good refereeing. We have had quite a few of those targets in the men's senior duet finals yesterday. Quite a difficult final to referee. So at the moment, after the 2 targets shot for each of the team members, both of the teams, we have Team Germany with 4 misses to Team Slovakia's 1. So Team Germany put themselves under quite a bit of a pressure, quite difficult to catch up, but this is a single battle final, so anything can happen. And welcome, Mr. President. It's lovely to have you here sitting alongside me.
It's my pleasure to sit by your side. Good afternoon, everybody.
Well, I understand these rules were your idea, or you and your team who decided to make this game a little bit more exciting?
Well, I think it was a demand of time, because our shooting sport definitely needs formats that are attractive, that are easily understood by the regular audience, not by experts who are sitting on the tribunes only, and relatively short, TV friendly, let's say. So that's what we tried to, all these factors to combine and use in the formats that you have seen yesterday with duets and with trios. We even have more or less the same format for our individual events that will be used at the Champions League. Of course, for the so-called Olympic events, we have to follow the ISSF standards or the ISSF rules only, but something that is beyond the Olympic program, we try to introduce new formats that perhaps will be used in future by the whole shooting community.
Thank you very much for this detailed explanation. I, for one, definitely find this very interesting. I like the head-to-head format. I think it creates a lot more excitement, and there's a huge unknown factor, but also if you have a bad time, I quite like the idea that athletes can catch up. So
excuse me, just as an example of the previous round, Germany missed 4 or 5 targets and lost only 2 points. Now if they win 1 target, they will recuperate the 2 points. So on one hand, every target counts. On the other hand, it's not a drama if you miss 1 round. You can always catch up and win the match.
That's correct. And I think the athletes also like this. I had Aaron Hedin alongside me yesterday, and that was also his point. He loved the fact that you can have some poor shots, and as long as you can just regroup and get your head straight, you can start shooting, start hitting the targets, and you've got a chance of winning and coming from behind. Whereas in our normal system, where every hit, every shot counts, if you are 4 targets behind, these days it's impossible, almost impossible to catch up. Your luck depends on other shooters making mistakes and missing targets. But just to quickly go over what happened in the second series of targets, Team Germany had, I think they had 4 or 5 losses. They were quite way behind Team Slovakia, so they lost the second series. And they gave 2 points to Slovakia, who lead this medal match, bronze medal match so far, with 3 targets to 1. We are on to our third series of 5 targets. Team Slovakia at the moment are with 2 losses to Team Germany's 0, but still quite a way to go. Single battle final as well, so things can change very quickly. That was a hit. That was a definite hit. Not sure why referee sort of shrugged his shoulders there. But the targets, I mean, I was asking after the finals yesterday, the referees' view on what the targets were like. They think they are quite hard. But eco-friendly targets, it's a bit of an unknown. It's quite difficult to produce eco-friendly targets and make them perfect for this sport. But we have to be with times and try and be environmentally friendly to the nature. This is one of the important factors for the sport remaining an Olympic discipline. So far, Team Slovakia have added another miss to their score. We have 3 targets completed now by each one of the team members here. 2 more targets to go each before we find out who will take the 2 points or whether they will share them. How are you finding generally? You've been here over a number of, well, over all of the competitions so far. So do you think they're going well?
Oh, they're going perfectly well. The organizing committee has done a wonderful job. Everything is prepared. You can see that athletes are happy. By the way, we have a record participation in this championship. Record, I mean, in the history of the European Shooting Championship shotgun. So 442 I think, athletes. Never before we had such huge participation. So even the weather helps us.
It's got better certainly when the competitions have started.
Yeah, so we are quite happy.
And we have 42 nations as well taking part at the European Championships. And it was a disaster last shot for all 3 of the Slovakian shooters. So they are going to hand over the 2 targets to Team Germany. And as we mentioned earlier, this is how, I mean, they can just forget about it. The score will be even on 3 points each. But it doesn't matter. These hits go into the bin, into the history bin, and we'll start the next series of shots with a clean slate with 2 points available. So neck and neck for both teams, Team Slovakia, Team Germany, 3 points each. The order will change, the shooting order will change in a moment, and then the shooters will start this final again. I have another question for you, Mr. President. Aaron Headin yesterday, commentating alongside me, expressed his desire, and I think he speaks for a lot of shooters in this competition and shooters back at home. He said, bring back the VAR system. And why do we not have the VAR here?
Well, unfortunately, it's a question not to me, but to the SSF president, who decided that VAR is not needed, that we can always rely only on the referees. Of course, we can always rely on the skills and experience of the referees, but in other sports, in all other sports, we think that everyone always must be sure of the outcome of a hit or miss or result or shot, whatever. That is why in many sports, in all sports actually, we have this video assistant referee. So let's see, perhaps if the athletes demand, then ISSF will return VAR.
May I just interrupt you? And it's funny that we're talking about the system and we've just had a protest from one of the shooters, but we don't have a VAR, so just relying on the referees.
Well, what can I say? Only that for our main finals in Olympic events, by the way, to guarantee that the referee is not from the same country as one of the finalists, we invited a referee from Bahrain to guarantee that everything is, how to say,
Fair.
transparent and would not have a kind of conflict of interest between the referee and the athletes. In the situation when we do not have VAR to be sure of the outcome of any shot.
That was perfect. Thank you for the explanation.
Thank you.
So far, just the start of this next series, Team Slovakia are they've got 2 misses to Team Germany's 1 miss, but with 3 targets to go for each one of the team members, this can change. Single battle finals do have a way of making the score change very quickly. So just to mention as well that the preparation time limit for each shooter in trap disciplines is 12 seconds. And this is monitored by an electronic timing device, which is on it's located in the top right of the shooting range. You will be able to see it if you see the view of the shooting range from behind. And this timing device is managed by a designated referee. If a shooter goes over the allocated time, then a warning and a yellow card should be given. Any time rule infringement after that point would normally result in the loss of a target. So when the time becomes a bit critical, when it starts to run out, the numbers go into the red. But the shooters do train throughout their whole shooting career. Well, when they do practice this at home. Because you can tell, as a shooter, you can tell if someone is taking too long preparing for their shot, because you get used to certain timing, and particularly in trap, where it's sort of everything happens fairly sort of at regular intervals. One shooter finishes, next one immediately picks up the gun and gets ready for his or her shot. So, right, it was down to this last shot in this series because Team Germany were on 2 misses for the team, and Team Slovakia at the moment they're on 3 misses, but it doesn't matter, hit or miss on this last shot. They have given the 2 points away to Team Germany, who now lead this bronze medal match on 5 points to 3. And the shooting order for the teams is just going to change, with Slovakia going on to their firing points and just going to get ready for the next series of 5 shots taking place. So you see, this is the interesting situation. This is the last series of targets. We cannot shoot any more. So the next 5 shots will take us to 25 targets each. If Team Slovakia manage to pull it out of the bag and win the next series, it will be all drawn at 5 points each, and then we will go into a shoot-off situation. If, however, if the scores are even, they still give away that 1 point, and Team Germany will take away the victory. And if Team Germany win 2 points, obviously they're the clear winners anyway. So Team Slovakia, under quite a lot of pressure, they have to hit every target to put pressure on the German team to miss, because they do need the win here. They do need those 2 valuable points. And they have done really well so far. 6 hits out of 6 hits for Team Slovakia, and it's Germany's turn to go. the youngest shooter on the range is actually Marko Mahila. He's only 16 years of age. So a youngster with a long shooting career ahead of him, not only in the junior category, but in the senior as well. So fantastic opportunity for him to gain some valuable experience from this final. The second youngest athlete here is Pius Rosennecker from Germany. He's only 17 years of age. And then we have got a mixture of ages, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. The oldest shooter in this final is, let me just have a look, I'm trying to read my writing. 20-year-old Daniel Hruška. But he's still got a year left in the junior category, so none of these shooters have to shoot in the senior category next year, and hopefully we will see them in more finals in the juniors, or if they so wish, they can shoot the seniors as well. And that's another beauty of the sport, that doesn't matter what age you are. As I mentioned yesterday, Jessica Rossi won the Olympic gold medal at the 2012 London Olympics. As a junior, she was only 20 years of age. That doesn't stop anyone in this sport from competing either in senior or junior categories. And this is all neck and neck, with only one miss apiece for each of the teams. Team Slovakia have one last shot before they complete their series, and that's a beautiful hit on a straight target. And let's see what Team Germany can do on the last three shots. A confident hit by Marius. And it's a miss for the youngest shooter in this final. And we are going to go to a shoot-off. So 5 points each. It was impossible to determine the winner after the regular medal match. We have to have a shoot-off which will follow the ISSF rules. So the team who was ranked the highest will go... No. Okay. I'm not sure what's actually happening. I think they're getting a bit confused. They will be shooting off from the same station, my understanding is. Is that correct, Mr. President? Yeah, like normal shoot-off rules apply. They will go left target on station 1, right target on station 2, then left on 3, and so on. Left, right, left, right.
They're going to shoot from one station, but the outcome will be
out of the three.
out of the three shots,
Yeah.
not
That's correct.
one.
That's correct, because they're a team of 3, so... But they will all take left target first on station 1. If the score is equal from each team after station 1, we will then move on to station 2, where they will all take the right-hand target. So it's a hit. First hit for the first shooter from Slovakia. And it's a hit for the second competitor, Michal Petrovic. And Marko has a bit of pressure on his shoulders to follow his teammates with a beautiful hit as well. So all the pressure is on Team Germany, and that's why it was important, the way the team qualified after the qualification. So going in the first place, Team Slovakia ensured they're shooting first in the shoot-off, putting pressure on their opponents. But that was a beautiful shot for Marius John. And Pius Rosennecker is next to shoot, and he hits it as well. just watching these athletes shoot, there's not much really separating them. All the hits have been beautifully done. Look very confident. And it's 3 targets out of 3. 3 hits out of 3 for all of the finalists. We're now on station 2, going to shoot at the right-hand target. That's nicely taken, sir. So 1 hit for Team Slovakia. And it's a loss. The referee has given this as a loss to the Slovakian athlete, but 1 more athlete from Slovakia to go, and then Team Germany have got to shoot as well. So it's 2 hits out of 3 for Slovakia, with the German athlete shooting next. And let's see how he gets on here. It's a hit for Marius John, with the youngest competitor of this final about to shoot. You can feel all the tension. Oh, and it's a miss. So far, it's down to the last shot. If Team Luca can hit this, it will be all even. They will go on to station 3. It's all resting on his shoulders. Can he do it? And he can. So we are moving on to station 3. And it's a left target now. You can see anxious German team supporters. And here we go again. Beautiful shot. Confident execution. Two hits out of 2 for Team Slovakia. And that's 3 targets out of 3 for Slovakia. We now have German athletes going next. A bit of pressure. They know they've got to hit all 3 targets. No problems there. A very confident shot by Marius John. Then Pius Rosenecker is next. Actually, he's not there. He's 17 years of age. And that's good shooting. And it's down to this man. And again, it's Team Luca who is the one with all the pressure on his shoulders. Oh, and it's a loss. The Team Slovakia take this match, they win this match, they take the bronze medal home. Unfortunately, we had to have a loser, and that was Team Germany. The main match couldn't be resolved. The teams were even on 5 points each. We had to go to shoot-off. It went to station 3, and the last miss from the German athletes has handed the victory to Team Slovakia. We're not going to have any presentations just yet, because we have the trio men junior gold medal match happening in a few moments' time. So please don't go away. the athletes for the gold medal match are just being lined up to my right hand side, and they will soon make their way onto the shooting range to shoot their finals. Oh, their medal matches, sorry. And here we go. Athletes are just walking out onto the shooting range.
Here for the top trio and junior gold
They're going to have test fire,
So we can see the ESC
and they will be presented to the viewers at home and to the crowds here.
and the highest podium. So we can see if there is also playing our mascot.
We have the gold medal match is between Czech Republic and Team Croatia, who qualified in the top 2 positions after this morning's qualification. So for Team Czech Republic we have Piotr Dorničák, Ondřej Stashny, Jaromír Hanak, and they are being supported by their coach Piotr Hrdlička, a well-known athlete in his time as well.
Today we've got a powerful 140 score.
The qualifying score for Czech Republic was 140 hits out of 150. I can tell you that Jaromír shot 47, followed by his teammates 47. Ondřej shot 47, and Piotr shot just one target behind on 46. But of course this all doesn't really matter because too much once you've made it to the final stages, because we have a completely different scoring format in the medal matches. And this is Team Croatia on your screens, consisting of János Karakas, Tony Fudel and Mateo Zrinski. And their coach is Goran Blažević. I'm just looking at how their qualification went. They shot 134 targets out of 150. They were equal with Team Slovakia, who've just won the bronze medal in the previous medal match. They had to have a shoot-off, and Team Croatia won. That's why they are in this final. And just quickly, we have the same jury and referee in charge. The jury in charge is Bogo Giske from Germany, and the referee is Alfredo Telese from Italy. So going back to the 134 targets which Team Croatia hit in the qualification. So János shot 46, Tony shot 45, followed by Mateo on 43. All of the Croatian athletes are 18 years of age. The Czech athletes, we have Piotr, who's 18, Ondřej, who's 21 and in his last year as a junior, and Jaromír is 20. So he will have one more year left in juniors if he so wishes. So the shooters they're just doing their test fire before the final can go ahead. I will go over the scoring procedure in a moment. If you are only just joining us, welcome. It's great to have you here. If you have been with us for a little time, thank you for staying, for watching and for listening. I hope you are enjoying these finals. It's been a very exciting bronze. We've had a very, very exciting bronze medal match. It went down to the wire. The scores were tied and had to be decided by a shoot-off. If you missed all of the exciting medal match going on earlier, please, you can watch it on YouTube or on the ESC video channels. Please go there. There are links available. You'll be able to see all of the finals which we've had over the last 2 days, because this is our third day of exciting finals. So we've completed test fire. Czech Republic are starting first because they qualified in a higher place. Team Croatia following on next. And we're starting with a miss at single barrel. Early days. We have, let's go over the qualification, so, or rather the scoring system for this final. It's a new concept which was first tried at the ESC Champions League back in October of last year in Osijek. And we used the same system yesterday in the mixed duet matches. And we're using the same system today in our team trio matches. So the scoring in each match will start with 0, and each team will compete in a series of 5 target sequences. So this is the first series of 5 targets happening now on your screens. Each athlete from each team will shoot 5 targets, which will make a total of 15 targets for each team. So the team with the highest number of hits out of the total score 15 will win 2 points. The team with the lowest amount of hits will get 0 points. If the results are equal, then each team will get 1 point. They will share the 2 points between them. So at the moment we have Croatia on 2 losses to Czech Republic's 1. 3 more targets to go for all of our shooters, but actually 2 misses, 2 losses each. So we have 2 points to be decided at the end of this series. The first team to get to 6 points, there's only, the maximum you can get is 7, but whoever gets to 6 will be announced the winner. Golden hit will be declared. If no one gets to 6 points by the end of the 25 targets shot by each team member, so that's 5 series of 5 targets. The score at this point could be tied on 5-all, and if this happens, we'll have a shoot-off. The winning team will have to be declared by a shoot-off, which is what we've just seen in our bronze medal match. You cannot carry the number of targets hit or lost forward. These will go to 0 for each series of the targets, but you will carry the points forward. So Croatia so far are on 3 losses to Czech Republic's 2 losses. We have 1 target each to go. The standing can change. So Piotr from Czech Republic has just finished on 4 hits out of 5, and so has his teammate Ondrej. And Jaromir has hit all 5 targets. So team Czech Republic team will take this series of targets. They will claim the 2 points because Croatian athletes have 3 losses and they cannot catch up. So this is just training. The last 2 shots they are taking is just for training. And this is 1 more shot to go. It's a miss, but again, okay, the shooter is trying to claim, protesting, he thinks he's hit it, but it doesn't make any difference actually to the overall score, because all the scores, hits or misses, are going to be disregarded. We will start again afresh in the second series of 5 targets. Czech Republic lead. They're on 2 points to Team Croatia's 0 points. So, Mr. President, I have, for those of you who have just joined us, I have the ESC President Alexander Ratner next to me, who has kindly explained a few things earlier in the proceedings. You mentioned earlier that you're going to have the same format at the ESC Champions League later in the year. So when is this going to take place?
The Champions League in shotgun will take place on September 18, 19, 20 in Wrocław, Poland, and in air rifle, air pistol 1 month later in Belgrade. But all information can be easily found on the ESC website.
So it can, but it's always great to hear it from the horse's mouth, if you like. You're the man with with a lot of the answers. And is it going to be an exciting competition, do you think? You're using different formats, I understand.
Well, first of all, we are using different format of the event, let's say, because in the Champions League, 4 best national teams qualify in trap and skeet. And when I say teams, it means 2 men and 2 women. So a team is composed of 4 athletes, 2 men and 2 women. And they are determined by the individual ranking of each of the athletes of the nation. So combined ranking of 4 athletes determine their team position. Yeah? So and we have in the Champions League we have duels actually head to head. Yeah. So let's say man number 1 against man number 1 from the other team with the same approach that they shoot in trap rounds of 5 targets and on till 6 points. Yeah, the same format actually, or the same calculation. And then man number 2 against man number 2, woman number 1 against woman number 1, woman number 2 against woman number 2. And if after 4, so the winning team has to win 3 duels. If after 4 duels the score is 2-2, then mixed team. And then we have in principle 2 semifinals, team ranked number 1 against team ranked number 4, team ranked 2nd against team ranked 3rd, and then the gold medal match and the bronze medal match the next day. Besides, this year we introduced also individual competitions. I will not talk too long about the formats, they are on the website, but it will be in air rifle, air pistol and hit and miss system. So we are starting something new with 10 meter. And in shotgun it will be, each team will nominate 1 man and 1 woman. So we will have 1 semi-final composed of men and 1 semi-final composed of women. They will shoot a certain number of shots with elimination, and then we will have a final with 2 men and 2 women, and we will see who shoots better, man or woman.
Sounds very exciting, actually. I was very fortunate to be at the last year's competition where the system was tried for the first time, and that was in Osijek in October, if my memory serves me right, at the ESC Champions League. And it was a very exciting competition. I think this head-to-head system has a lot of appeal, and things can change so easily. And also, because as we can see here, these misses will not go forward apart from this series of 5 targets. So you only have 2 points that you can lose, but you can catch up. So have a bit of a bad time, and you can just regroup and start afresh.
Yeah, and we can see that the audience understands easily what's going on. Each shot counts on one hand, as we said, and it's a permanent drama. So we are thinking about formats that can be interested not only to our community but for TV. Because if we are not on TV, we will always remain like a sport in itself. So still, the participation in our competitions is growing, of course, the number of athletes.
Thank you for the detailed explanation. And we just seen a little bit of drama happening with Czech Republic only having 3 targets to shoot between the three shooters, and they lost two of those targets, giving 2 points away to Team Croatia. So the two teams are at the moment tied on 2 points each. And we are going to get ready for the third series of 5 targets each. So we're not carrying forward the scores from this series. We are just having 2 points to be won for the winning team, or 1 point each to be shared. I certainly look forward to seeing the competition in September. I think it'll be interesting. Anything different, but anything that can increase any sort of format, any new competitions which have a potential of increasing the viewing figures, the viewing numbers, can only be of huge advantage to the sport, because although you said the numbers are growing, but we still need more people to watch YouTube and ESC and ISSF video channels, because each and every one of you back at home watching this final, you count. We need your viewings. We need you to support the sport.
Of course, you're absolutely right, but well, we have certain reality, and we have made certain analysis. We understand that people will not watch something on TV if nothing is happening for maximum 5 minutes. So then they just turn to another program. That's why we are trying these new formats in the shooting sport that are understandable, attractive, relatively short, and people, as we believe, will not switch to another channel because something is happening all the time. So we can see that, for example, one series does not last more than 3-4 minutes, that each shot can be decisive, that on the other hand, if you lose, like in volleyball, or you lose 2 first sets, you can win 3 other sets and win the match. So actually we hope that it will help to promotion of our sport worldwide. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. And that is definitely so. It will be interesting, actually, for us to know what our viewers think back at home. We welcome all your comments, your thoughts on what you think works best. What do you prefer yourselves? Do you like these new formats? Please let us know. All the contact details can be found on the website. And every view, every opinion, every view counts. So don't hesitate, don't be shy. We would love to know what you think. Anything you can think of, however silly you may think it is not. And in the third series of shots, Team Croatia are struggling a little bit at this point. They are on 3 misses to Czech Republic's 1. But we still have 3 targets to go per team. So 3 targets to be shot for each of the 2 teams. And if this target is hit, it's all over, and it is hit. So Czech Republic will take the highly coveted 2 points to go ahead. They'll be ahead by 2 points, and the score will be Czech Republic 4 to Team Croatia 2. Fantastic shooting for Piotr, Andrei, and let's see what Mateo Zrinski can do. Unfortunately, it's a miss. He was, oh, no, he was given it, so it's a hit. So he also fills in 5 targets out of 5. So excellent shooting by the 3 athletes in this medal match. So he must have dusted the target, and I just didn't see it because I was trying to look at the scores at the same time. We haven't had a coaching timeout as yet, but coaches sitting behind the shooters are allowed in these final matches to request a timeout which will be of 1 minute each if they so need. Non-verbal coaching is allowed during competitions and final matches. So coaches cannot talk to the shooters, but they can use hand gestures. And it does happen sometimes. If an athlete is struggling, they'll look back to the coach, and they have certain hand signals which tells the shooter either to pick up pace, or you here or you there on the target, you know, a little bit behind, a bit in front, or just get a bit more confident. Perhaps everyone has their own different systems. Not a great start at the moment for Team Croatia, who've dropped 2 targets out of the first 3, and it's on to the Czech Republic, who've also just lost 1 target. 1 more to go in this, and it's level with 2 misses each for each of the teams. So this is a single battle final, unlike the qualification in trap, where you can use 2 cartridges per each target. Athletes here can only shoot 1 cartridge at 1 target, so puts that little bit of extra pressure, because the majority of their shooting is done with 2 cartridges per target. And the pressure factor in the finals is so much greater. So we are 3 targets down for each of the teams, neck and neck. But of course, at the moment, Czech Republic lead with 4 points to Team Croatia's 2. Team Croatia need to either win, or the least they need is to draw this series of targets, because otherwise it will all be finished. Because if Czech Republic claim the 2 points, they will win. They'll be the outright winners on 6 points. So in these medal matches, the first team to make it to 6 points will be the outright winner. If Team Croatia managed to draw this sequence of targets, they will claim 1 point, and it will be 5-3 to Czech Republic, and we will carry on. And it's another miss for Croatia. They need to keep hitting, they need to keep putting pressure on their opponents to stay in the match. And it's another miss for Croatia, so they are 5 targets down to Czech Republic's 3 targets so far. But Czech Republic still have 2 targets to go in this series of 3 targets. Right, so that we've only got now 3 targets for the teams, 3 targets for each teams to shoot. Let's see. Croatia must hit. Right, 1 more target to go for Team Croatia. Mateo has been slightly struggling on this sequence. And he hits it. They needed that desperately, so they're now relying on their opponents missing their targets. So the best they can hope for is a draw. But this is it. This is all over. And it doesn't matter. The last target does not matter, because Czech Republic win the gold medal match. The gold trio medal match. They're going to walk away as the European champions. Team Croatia will claim the silver medal. So Czech Republic finished this medal match with 6 points to Team Croatia's 2. We had an exciting match earlier where we saw Team Slovakia beat Team Germany, and Slovakia claimed the bronze medal. You are just watching all the medal winners on your screen. So you were watching men junior trio medal matches. we will have some more action for you to come later. Trap trio women will follow at 15:37, I believe. This will be the start of the live transmission, and trap trio men will take place after that. And these are all of our medalists holding the shotguns they use up in the air, and you can see the difference actually here with the stock shapes. Some have traditional stocks and some have like the Ego, I think Ego, can't remember the name, but the ones that look quite fancy and you can alter them. Hopefully not during a round. So we've had the most exciting Trap Men Junior Trio medal matches. That's congratulations for the team members from the ladies who shot earlier. Czech Republic have had a good day so far at the office, with the women junior claiming a win in their gold medal match. Please come back and join us later. And for now, you will see the highlights of today's main junior trio medal matches. So it's goodbye for me for now. I hope you will join us later.
battle you have won. There's a lot